This is Jenna.
Hi, this is Heather.
This is Conspiracies Unlocked, and we are reviewing Britney Spears' book, The Woman in Me. We are currently on chapter 22. So, Britney starts off with Jaden's first few months were a blur. She got a job. She's had a job. She's had a job for far too long, probably longer than most of us have been alive at this point.
Yeah.
She got a dog, but she doesn't go in detail. I want to know which dog it was, what the dog's name, what kind of dog. Was it an attack dog? Was it a little dog? Probably
I think
a
she
little
always has
chihuahua.
little dogs. Yeah.
That was what was popular then.
Purse dogs.
And then, yes. And then she says that Felicia was in and out of her life. And I hate that because Felicia was like the only stability she had. Like anything. Like that was her stability.
Yeah, and it's weird to me also that she would be in and out of her life in a time when Britney needs her the most. She has 2 babies, a husband that's not present.
Yeah.
And, she's having these mental health and, I don't want to say problems, but she's concerned for her babies and concerned for her
well-being, everybody,
and everything. And she needs support. So she needs support.
Yes, and she compared this time of her life to like when she was pregnant and she dyed her hair.
Yeah.
And she dyed her hair from black, blonde, purple, and then stripped it back to brown. Yeah. And I will tell you that if you look at my pictures, I went from when I was pregnant with Max.
No.
I shit you not, I was black. I did blonde with Cody, but I did dye my hair. It was almost black. And it had purple all throughout it. Yeah. So in the light, you could see purple. So I did have purple. I had blue with Max, like strips of blue. But purple was like my thing.
Yeah.
And I have a picture of me being very pregnant with Max and having very black hair with purple that you, like in the sun, you could see purple.
Yeah.
It was really cool. It was really cool. And then when I was pregnant with Cody, the second one, I had extensions put in and my hair was to here.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you didn't see me then.
That must have been like really hard to take care of when you're pregnant, though.
Yeah, it was my hairstylist was like, I've never seen extensions end up like this. Like, it was just so bad. But because my hair was getting fried from always dyeing it, because I go in I'd be like, have like black hair and be like, hey, I want blonde hair with pink tips, and she'd be like 7 hours later, like it was bad. And then I'd be like, the next time I'd be like, okay, now I want like black tips with blonde, like whatever. I don't know. I was just fucking crazy.
It's like a color correction at that point.
I feel like Britney here though, and it's so funny because when I had the blonde, we started to do extensions.
Yeah.
So then that way it would be fucking with the extensions and not my real hair.
Oh, smart.
So they would dye my extensions.
Oh, yeah.
And my hair was already like naturally to like here at that point. And so the extensions just went to like here. And I had blonde hair, like they dyed my hair blonde, and then I had pink like extensions.
Aww.
And that was me and Cody. Like that was me and Cody. That was when I was pregnant with Cody.
You look cute with pink hair though.
I know, I love it. I should go back
you
to
still
pink.
have a little bit of pink.
No, but I want to go back to pink. I do,
saw
but
like
I feel like I'm too old for it or something.
I saw a hit of pink somewhere.
With Jake, I dyed my hair once, and Brad was like, "Oh God, here we go again. You get pregnant, you dye your hair." Like, it's just like, what the fuck?
I've had my hair a lot of different colors.
It was only when I was pregnant.
Oh, really? I didn't have my hair colored when I was pregnant, I don't think. But I have had purple, like a lavender. I've had pink, like a pastel pink. I've had blue, like a all pastel blue. Black, like reddish auburn, blonde.
Yeah, I had
and like brown.
So you've had all the colors.
I've had like everything, yeah. But black I tried to do myself with like a box dye, and I couldn't get it out, and then it turned green. But it was like that weird green where it's like black, but it's like has that green hue.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Oh, I couldn't get it out.
So I tried to dye my hair dark brown once, and I had my boyfriend at the time. I was like 20 helping me. And he, like, had a shaved head. So he doesn't even understand that you have to go, like, under and this and that. And so he did my hair, and it was literally, like, blotched. Like, it was, I called out of work the next day.
Yeah, no.
And I was like, dye it again now. So he dyed it again. It was supposed to be, like, a medium dark brown. After that, I had black hair for the longest time. So, anyways. So, let's get back to this. So, she felt like her hair was her, like, mental distress, which I totally relate to. Like, when I'm pregnant, I go through mental distress, and I just dye my hair different colors. Totally get it. It was chaos. So in the past 3 to 4 years, she kind of breaks it down, and she's like, dude, me and Justin broke up, went on the Onyx tour, met Kevin, got married, trying to figure out how to be a good mom, collapsing marriage. And this was all within the last 3 years of her life. So she went from, like, the high of Justin to the lows of Justin, to the highs of Kevin, to the lows of Kevin. And, oh, by the way, we have kids, and I have pink hair. Like, pretty much.
Yeah. It's
so,
too much.
but I couldn't believe that she was bringing back up Justin, but I get why for that little snippet. But it's just like, I don't know. But she felt the best when she was in the studio, because at this point, this is 2 years after she decided to just stop. So now she's in the studio on her own terms. She's like, fuck everybody. She has a new producer. She has freedom. The new producer is showing her this EDM music. So she's now doing different things. She could get through a song in like 30 minutes because she was just enjoying being there. Oh, and when she left the studio, she was super sad. She was like, she didn't like leaving the studio. It was like back to reality.
Well, that was like her escape.
Yeah, and her reputation on like the world was shit, but in reality, she was working. She was like doing shit. And the paparazzi was everywhere, scaling walls to look in the windows to see what she was doing.
Creepy.
Yeah, and this was during the Blackout album, and which was pretty much a fuck you.
Which was not one of my most favorite albums by her.
I never even heard of it.
It's not.
Other than the Gimme More.
It's not bad.
I remember the Gimme More, but I didn't know that she had that album even out.
It's not a bad album at all, but it's just not my favorite.
No, so. But she did say that album was the one that was like, fuck you to everyone, the most satisfying, the most happy, the most everything.
Yeah.
She did the Gimme More video shoot in a bar with friends. Britney was like, this is the worst video in her career. Like, this is just horrible. It was tacky. But she was proud of it because it was something of hers. It was something she enjoyed doing. She didn't care if she won a Grammy for it. She didn't care if she did anything, right? She just, like, she didn't want anything. She was just happy.
She's just doing it.
Yeah.
And they only spent $3,000 on the shoot, which is, like, extremely low.
Well, she said it looked like they only spent, like, $3,000. I don't know what they really did.
I'm sure they probably spent less if she says they just walked into a bar with the camera.
Yeah, I would say less. Like, it looks tacky as fuck. It looks like we just, like, fucking, yeah. I don't know.
I kind of like that video because it just seems real.
Yeah,
like it's not a big,
real.
Yeah, it's not a big old thing. I like it.
So she ended up finding good people on her own by just being herself and, you know, just saying no. Just say no to drugs. Just saying no to, like, people controlling her and stuff.
And then the Hot as Ice song, she only did 2 takes on the song and she was done. That's how
within
fast.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
But she couldn't stay at one place for too long because the paparazzi would find her and corner her. So she could only stay at the studio for like 30 minutes anyways. So she's like, oh, cool, we're done. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
She said that the paparazzis would corner her like Pac-Man and they'd be like the ghosts, like trying to
get her. Yeah.
Yeah. And life was fucking extreme for her at this point. Like, she's just like, this is so shit. Family life was bad. Studio music great.
Yeah.
Kevin Federline at this point was doing lots of press out in the open, airing business, just everything, while Britney was trying to stay private. She's like, go away, press.
Mm-hmm.
But she understood that Kevin, her husband, whatever, douchebox, it was the first time that he's like really seeing fame or like anything. So he's like, yeah, I want to be out there. Yeah, I want to be out there.
He wanted to be famous.
Yeah, he wanted the fame. And she's like, I already had that. I'm good. Yeah. I just want to roll it back a bit, you know? And Kevin ended up getting the Super Bowl commercial. And after that, he was just too good for Britney, even though the Super Bowl commercial was making fun of Kevin Federline.
It was a total spoof on his life.
And he was like the main star of it.
Yeah, it depicted him as a fast food worker who dreamed of being a star, and it showed him like in a fast food, like behind the counter, like I think he was like not flipping burgers, but like something like that. Like he was maybe making a milkshake, or I don't know, he was doing something with food processing or in the back. And it was just basically making fun of him. But he did it because it was a paycheck.
I think so. Fame, fortune, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then he's too good for Britney, really. Mm-hmm. So, meanwhile, he's never home. He hasn't been home in the last year. And he's saying, like, oh, being a dad is the greatest thing.
Okay, but where
do your kids even know you? Yeah.
Probably
like,
not.
What the actual fuck? What a fucking douchebox. So that ends chapter 22.
Yeah.
And the end of that is K-Fed is a fucking...
no one ever liked him. She even says in her book, her
Yeah.
family, like no, her fans, family, nobody liked him. He wasn't good for her.
Nope.
No.
So,
okay.
and
oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
And we'll be right back with chapter 23.
23.
Bye.
Bye.